Hello everyone, welcome again with my database management system practical video series. Here this is the newest scenario that I am going to discuss by the usage of the next 5 videos. That means this video is based for the question 16. Here I'll show you the question 16 and these are for the question 16 and I'm wishing to discuss here in this video for the answer for the question 16 and also this question set 17, then 18, then also question set 19 and also the question set 20. All these 5 questions are based on this scenario. So I'll show you the scenario. The marks of the term examinations of the Kaluvili Junior College are still recorded in books. Because of this, the principal has to spend a lot of time when he needs to check the marks of the students. Therefore, the principal has decided to include the term marks of all the students studying in his school in a computer system. The software was developed by the software development company called AISoft. The software should be able to store all student term scores and student assessment scores. The principal has decided to develop this software to include the marks of the students in grade 11 as the first stage of this software. So we have to create the tables related to this scenario for the grade 11 students, the student table and the subject table, then class table, exam table. Like that way we have to create the tables those are related to this scenario. So you work as a senior software engineer at this company. You and your team are tasked with creating the database here and this SQL query used to provide the following requirements. So the requirements are given in the question set 16. Here in this question set 16 that we are going to discuss the answer for this question set 16 in this video. So here in this video we have to create the database. First of all, the database exam underscore marks underscore db. So I'll explain this question at once and let's see how I create this database and these tables like that way. For creating this, here especially it said that we have to use the ER diagram to create this database. For creating this database and also for designing these tables, we have to use an ER diagram concept. So here we have to use the MySQL Workbench tool as for creating this ER diagram, and I'm also using it. And in the second sub question it says that create a table named student to store students data. Create the table according to the instructions below. So these are the instructions. This table name is student and the column names. These are the column names and index underscore number should be the primary key of this table, and it's not auto incremented because the data type is varchar and the length is 10. And here for the first name of the student, then last name of the student, gender, contact number. So these are the instructions that we are given to create the student table. And also we have to create the class table. Keep in mind all these instructions that we are given in this question to create these tables. I am explaining the question at once and then we'll see how I answer these questions by creating the database and creating these tables. So here in this third sub question it says that we have to create the class table. Here this class underscore id is the primary key and also auto increment because the data type is int. So here we have to create it auto incremented, and then the class name, it should be varchar and length is 45. Then again the next question, create a table called subject to store the subjects taught in this school. Create the table according to the instructions below. These are the instructions, and you can see here subject ID is also the primary key of this subject table, and also it should be auto incremented as not to duplicate the values that we enter to the subject name. And here in the next question, this sub question 5, it said that create a table with the term exam underscore term to score the term test in the school. Create the table according to the instructions because these are the instructions. And for the as for the fourth table, we have to create the exam underscore term table, and these are the column names, and it should be also this term underscore id should be the auto incremented primary key in this table also, and data type is int, and these are the varchar table, and also especially there is a new data type as date, and it's for the exam date column. And okay, so the question set 7, we'll discuss about the question set 17 in my next video, and also 17, 18, 19 and 20. Those all these are related with this this scenario Kalivila Junior College. So this scenario is related, all the next 4 videos are including this video are related to this scenario, this Kalivila Junior College. And okay, let's see how I create this database and these tables with the usage of
here I have opened MySQL Workbench, and I'm going to access this local instance, and I'm going to create a new model here, file new model, and by double clicking this MyDB, we can rename the database as our preference, and I'm renaming it as exam underscore marks underscore db, and I'm closing this. After that, I can add a diagram by double clicking this. This is the ER diagram workspace, and I'm going to place the table. I'm going to create the student table first. And here you can see the student table has been created, and then I'm going to create the class table, and I'm placing a table, and I'm editing this. Let's see. Okay, then here the student table and the class table has been created, and then again I'm going to create the table for the subject. Okay, here 3 tables are okay, and we have to create the exam underscore term table for the 5th sub question in this question set 16, and I'm creating it by explaining, and I'm renaming this table as exam underscore term. And first of all, I'm going to create the term underscore id column, that means the primary key of this table, and I'm making it auto increment as given in this question. And for the second column, I'm giving the name as term underscore name, and we have to make the data type of it as varchar 45. And so then I'm going to create the next column. For the next column, it has been given as exam underscore date, that is the column name, and we have to create the new data type as date, and I'm selecting it. Okay, we can close this. Then here all the tables are created, and this is how I have answered for the question set 16. And let's meet with the 17th video for this scenario in my next video, and let's answer for the question set 17 in my next video too. Thank you.